them down the rubbish heap, down the well of history, and no man will ever again sit upon the throne of America! Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Look at these brave men.
Oh, he did the first.
Oh, very fine. Very
God
good.
save these men. We got to hear from these men out
Make
here.
room for the delegates.
Look
Come
at
on
these.
up.
It's all about. God, they're in a state of shock.
Wonderful day.
I tell you, it's not every day you change the world. It's a great
Hurry.
Great shoulders always feel we're going to be hanged if we don't win this business. That's right. So that's it. Mr. Madison, congratulations. I'm sure they're God save Mr. Henry! Mr. Henry! God save Patrick Henry! Sir. Pleasure to see you, sir. Congratulations, sir.
All night long, expected
Yo,
and
Mr.
awaited.
Pendleton! Mr. Valentine! Oh, here it is. This is the actual text of what they decided.
Citizens of Virginia, I now present to you the preamble and resolutions of the 5th Virginia Convention adopted this day, May 15, 1776. Forasmuch as all the endeavors of the United Colonies, by the most decent representations and petitions to the King and Parliament of Great Britain, to restore peace and security to America under the British government, and a reunion with that people upon just and liberal terms, instead of a redress of grievances, have produced from an impervious and vindictive administration increased insult, oppression, and a vigorous attempt to effect our total destruction. By a late act, all these colonies are declared to be in rebellion and out of the protection of the British Crown. Our property is subjected to confiscation. Our people, when captivated, compelled to join in the murder and plunder of their relations and countrymen. And all former rapine and oppression of Americans declared legal and just. Fleets and armies are raised, and the aid of foreign troops engaged to assist these destructive purposes. The King's representative in this colony hath not only withheld all the powers of government from operating for our safety, but having retired on board an armed ship, is carrying on a piratical and savage war against us. Tempting our slaves by every artifice to resort to him and training and employing them against their masters. In this state of extreme danger, we have no alternative left but an abject submission to the will of those overbearing tyrants, or a total separation from the Crown and government of Great Britain, uniting and exerting the strength of all America for defense and forming alliances with foreign powers for commerce and aid in war. Wherefore, appealing to the searcher of hearts for the sincerity of former declarations, expressing our desire to preserve the connection with that nation, and that we are driven from that inclination by their wicked counsels and the eternal laws of self-preservation. Resolved unanimously that the delegates appointed to represent this colony in General Congress be instructed to propose to that respectable body to declare the United Colonies free and independent states, absolved from all allegiance to or dependence upon the Crown or Parliament of Great Britain, and that they give the assent of this colony to such declaration and to whatever measures may be thought proper and necessary by the Congress for forming foreign alliances and a confederation of the colonies, at such time and in such manner as to them shall seem best, provided that the power of forming government for and the regulations of the internal concerns of each colony be left to the respective colonial legislature.
Amen.
Resolved unanimously that a committee ought to prepare a declaration of rights and such a plan of government as will be most likely to maintain peace and order in this colony and secure substantial and equal liberty to the people. These resolves will be given to Mr. Thomas Nelson Jr., who forthwith will depart for Philadelphia City, where they will be presented to our delegates for immediate action. Let us offer up 3 rousing cheers for the free and independent American states. Hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip! Hooray!
Let us also have 3 rousing cheers for General Washington and the fighting men in the field. Hip, hip! Hurrah! Hip, hip! Hurrah! Hip, hip! Hurrah! And I think lastly, to our delegates to the Grand Congress, may God keep them safe until our independence is there. Yeah. Hip, hip! Hurrah! Hip, hip! Hurrah! Hip, hip! Hurrah! By jingoes, I think it's time for a party. And I do not mean a political one.
Yes, indeed. Boys, what about